You're listening to a Rock Candy podcast.
Hi, I'm Peter Santiscano. I host Bubble and Squeak here on the Rock Candy Network. I tell personal, revealing stories. She whispered, "Did you just masturbate?" Because I felt a terrible presence of evil enter the... I make prank phone calls to the past.
Heimbach. General Store, Elijah Heimbach speaking. How may I help?
And to the future. Because my boyfriend and I are just not having enough sex.
Always a problem with the thought sex. Yes, honey.
You just have to listen to it. It's too hard to describe. Check out Bubble and Squeak wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hey everybody, it's Reese Roper, one of the hosts here at Joe and Reese's Pickle and Boot Shop, a diabolical brainwashing machine. This is my weekly disclaimer. Mostly what I have to disclaim is that this didn't happen sooner. We have my good friend and the smartest and best musician in Five Iron Frenzy, Andrew Verdecchio. He joins us. We talk about some of the bands Andy's been in, Team 1's adventures in Germany, Andy's near narcolepsy. Andy once took 5 servings of X-Lax, and many more assorted poop stories. Hello, who's there? It's Joe's dad, but Joe hangs up on him. Thanks for listening. This is the Pickle and Boot Shop. We sincerely hope you hate it.
Joe and Reese, Pickle and Boot Shop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joe and Reese, Pickle and Boot Shop. Pickle time is happening. Pickle time. I go down to get some pickles. With your grandma and your kids. I go downtown. With your grandma and your kids. Boot time. Pickle and boot time. Don't be fickle, get your pickle cider, pop a nickel in your boots. Not a place of ill repute. Bring your grandma and your kids. Come for the pickles, stay for the squids. Stay for the squids. Boots. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some booze inside your hands. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some booze inside your hands. 1996, we start this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Why did you put me in a ball pit, dude? Now I can't get out of the fucking ball pit.
That's our show. Thanks,
Ladies
everybody.
and gentlemen, we are jumping into this right away.
It's like Andy in the ball pit.
Yeah, it's Andy Verdecchio from Five Iron Frenzy.
Oh, there's a
Reese Roper and I.
group of people. Group
And
view. Yeah!
Andy can't. Oh, he got it. I was gonna say
I
he can't
got
figure
it.
it out.
I can put my hand down now
This is
because I don't have any more
wonderful.
questions.
Yep, put your hand down.
Wonderful.
All right. So you guys, this is episode. What is this? Episode 28.
It is episode 28 of the Pickle and Boot Shop.
Yep. And it's Joe Yerke here with, we got Reese Roper, we got Andy Verdecchio from Five Iron Frenzy,
Yeah.
and other bands like Brave Saint Saturn, the Kickstarters, the what's the other one? The Neon Rope Boys.
Mommy's Poppy's Treats.
Yep.
I love that. band,
Treetop
dude.
Gumby.
Fun with Plagues.
Salmonella
big cover.
Forecast.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's another one.
yeah.
I'm in a band called
Does my finger smell funny?
Friendship and Genocide is another one I'm in.
That's
It's a good
terrific.
band. That's my Viking metal band.
Yeah.
Andy, Joe and I think the best name for a punk band is The Clap.
It's a good one.
Would you be in The Clap?
Did you know that my favorite late night host was in a punk band? Craig Ferguson.
No.
He was
For
in
real?
a punk band. He was in a punk band called Dog Vomit.
Serious.
Oh.
True story.
Can you hear it?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah.
I'm getting more into like death folk.
Death folk, like Sabaton.
Yeah, like I want to be like a death folk band.
Yeah.
Somebody in the Five Iron group sent us. It was like a YouTube of this Like it was on Ukulele. This chick covering "Payback" by Slayer. It was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did you see it, Andy?
Yeah, no, I've seen that. Yeah, I've
It
seen
was
that.
so cool. Yeah. Oh no. Hey, dude.
Joe. There he is.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah. My dad just tried calling me. I had to decline his call. I said, call me after 9 o'clock.
And he's like, but
So, of course, he calls me at 6:20.
Joe, my heart hurts and I'm losing feeling in my right arm. That's
That's easy.
You're fine because it's the left arm you got worried about.
oh good.
Right?
That's just
Okay.
a gas bubble.
It could be both, but usually it is left arm. Correct. Fellas, I just want to say how thankful I am that Andy Verdecchio is here on the Pickle and Boot Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's taken us months and months and months to get him on the show.
Yeah, mostly because Joe is like, why don't you interview people? And I don't think I'm funny enough to talk without Joe. So I don't.
And then what got this thing together, after our agents talked for months, we thought, you know what, the heck with agents. Andy texted me like 3 days ago, I want to be on the show. I said, okay. And here we are.
Yeah.
So we cut through all the red tape.
I'm the
And-
red tape. That's the problem. I am the red tape.
I took a break from touring with Journey.
And you blessed
my
us.
band. My band Turd Ferguson was opening for Journey, so
Kimchi and the meatballs.
yeah.
Yeah. Kimmy Chi and the meatballs. You have a lead singer, she's German, named Kimmy
Yeah.
Chi.
That's
Yeah, we have that song, Neun Zuben Neun. It's a
Yeah.
big hit. It's a big
It's a
big hit in Europe. Probably
Yeah,
haven't
in
heard it here,
Romania. Romania proper.
Yeah.
The greater Bucharest area.
Vashistas, huh? That's another one of our songs.
Can we talk about this story, Andy? Team one in Germany.
That was fun.
Dude.
Team one in Germany. That was some good times.
Tell me the story.
Do you
Let's
know?
hear-
Do you know what Team One is?
Yes.
We've
So
talked
it's
about
me-
Team one.
Yes. I should put my Team One hat on. I don't know. I haven't been to get it in a minute. But so it was Team One, and we were in Germany, and I don't know any German, and Reese knows a little, and so
He's sitting
I
right
learned-
over there.
Yeah, and hi, and I said, I was just walking around going, "Was ist das? Huh? Was ist das?" Which is just, what is this? Over and over, and people were looking at me. It was very funny.
Yeah.
And then there was a dog that tried to hump me when I did push-ups on the floor
Right.
of this girl's house. They tried to touch Reese.
She did. She did try and touch me.
She did
I
try
think
and touch you.
was she semi successful?
She didn't touch my wiener, if that's what you're
Oh.
asking. I
Yeah,
had
kinda.
girded my loins, Joe.
We were
Well, you lose on that one.
I
we were in a we
definitely
were in a,
did lose on that one.
Well, we were on like public transit or something like that, right? And we were trying
Yeah.
to figure out some place to stay.
Yeah, have we told this story about me being
Yes.
pinned against the wall in this girl's bunk bed?
Yes.
Andy, I want to hear your version of it real quick.
So, well, no, just like so. She had a German Shepherd, weirdly enough, and and she offers us a place to stay, and we get to her place, and Brad and I are both like, you know, you're fine, dude. She goes, you sleep up on the bed with me, and you guys can have the couch. And we're like, okay, yeah, Reese, you take the bed. And I wasn't even thinking in my head that Reese would be in the bed with this girl. I thought she was just offering him the bed, right? And Reese is like, no, I'm good. I'll sleep on the floor. I'm like, no, dude. Brad and I were insistent that he take the
Insistent.
bed. Like, take take the bed. What's your problem? and then I used to do. This is back when I was semi in shape, and I used to do push-ups every night. And I tried to do push-ups, and her dog sexually assaulted me.
This is true.
And then she sexually assaulted Reese in bed. This is a good story.
Did you guys have any clue what was going on?
No, not until the next day when Reese was pissed at us for making him do that.
You motherfuckers!
Only in a Christian ska band would you be mad at your bandmates for making them share a bed with a. She was pretty, wasn't she?
She was hot, dude.
Yeah.
I love that. Only in a Christian band. We need to have that on a shirt. Only in a Christian band. Only in a Christian band would you be mad if ...
Yeah.
I was pissed because I got like half an hour of sleep. Like it was just like.
Yeah, because you were playing Keep Away all night.
It was just slapping hands and being like, no, I have a girlfriend. It's the Lord. My girlfriend is the Lord.
It's so nice that you know how to speak German. I would like to teach you some more German words.
I bet you're good in all kinds of tongues. That's what she said.
That's hilarious. And you and Sonny are just oblivious on the ground, or were you guys like asleep at this point?
No, it was me and Brad. Sonny wasn't even in the band yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
you and Brad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's team one. Me, Brad, and Reese.
So you
The
guys are just.
trifecta.
So you guys are just on the ground. You're not hearing anything. You don't remember hearing voices or.
Nope, I was out.
They went to sleep
There's
so
a secret
hard.
about me. I used to be able to fall asleep in any situation, and you could not wake me up. Mm-hmm. Like
I've heard the story of you just walking into a house and collapsing halfway in the front door.
So I used to work. I was a bricklayer, and I don't know if you know anything about that trade, but it's
Tons. I know tons.
Joe is
Really?
a roofer.
No, I don't know
Joe's a-
anything about it.
it's hard work. And so when I'd get home from work, I'd be exhausted, and I would just fall. I would. My intention was to just sit and watch TV on the floor, but then I would just pass out in the middle of the floor, like in the middle of the day. Like it would be like, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and people were like coming over and like, what's the deal with this guy just laying in the middle of the floor?
Face down.
Yeah. So it's funny because Reese and we used to get up early, and we would pray together, and I had to be at work at an ungodly hour in the morning. Like I had to be there at 6:30, and it was at least an hour drive because I was driving from Denver to Evergreen every day for this job, and it's like in the middle of winter, so it's freezing out and it's dark. And so Reese would wake me up to pray, and we'd pray about whatever different things, and I would always fall asleep in the middle of prayer. But the thing is I would fall asleep, but I wouldn't stop talking. I'd still be talking. And so we're sitting there. I think we were praying for some dude named Larry that had cancer or something like that.
Sure.
Do you remember? There's some dude that had cancer, and we were praying for him, and I fell asleep. So I'm saying, Lord, please help Larry with his cancer, and please, Lord, save the children from the wall of the worms. And Reese is like, what the hell are you talking about?
It's like,
Wall of the worms.
Andy, are you possessed? Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. I fell asleep. That happened. So Mindy and I used to talk every night on the phone when we were in our long distance relationship.
Hey,
And-
may I interrupt real quick and just say,
Yeah.
Mindy is a doll. She's a good-looking woman.
Hey, I married up. What can I
Yeah,
say?
you did.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm way out of my league.
Yeah, that I always enjoy when you guys post pictures and stuff because she's a good looking lady.
I agree. I could
Now
not
that
agree
now that
more.
I've made this awkward, continue.
Yeah, just while we're talking about this, Joe and I are divorcing up. Is that
Yeah.
mean?
Divorcing.
That's mean. I'm going to take that back.
Yeah.
But I think I might be.
Yeah.
So anyway, but there was I remember one time we were talking on the phone and I fell asleep. And I woke up and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I fell asleep. She's like, you fell asleep? You never stopped talking. I was like, what? And she's like, what? Yeah, you never stopped your conversation. We were talking about Scott or something in the studio. I don't remember. And then you just all of a sudden you just all of a sudden launched into, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like out of nowhere. And I like, it felt like I was asleep for a solid like minute, 30 seconds to a minute. But I never stopped talking.
How'd you get into bricklaying? Is that like a family business?
Yeah, my grandfather was a stonemason, and my dad was a bricklayer. One of my brothers was a bricklayer. My cousin's a bricklayer. He owns a masonry company up back east.
Does your grandfather know all the secrets of the world by being a mason?
He knew a lot. He didn't teach me any though.
Oh. He didn't bring you a part of the secret society?
He didn't have the secret handshake.
Right. Yeah, I see where you're going there. No, he didn't teach me the secret handshake. He died when I was little. I think I was like 9 years old when my grandfather died.
So he was a mason.
I don't remember much of him.
And your dad, you said, was a bricklayer?
Yeah.
And then you got into it. Are you doing it now?
Yeah, I didn't have a
still?
choice because I dropped out of high school. So my dad was like, "Well,
did?
then you're." Yeah, well,
Tell us
I
that
didn't so
story.
much drop out as I failed out of high school.
All right. Well, tell us that story. I want to know more about that.
I quit going to school when we moved to Denver. I got bullied a lot. So school was
for?
like a nightmare for me.
What'd you get bullied for?
I don't know. I was skinny and
Cooler than everyone else.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I didn't.
People
so,
were like, "What?
this
You
was
can't
back
throw
before-
a football 40 yards?"
Right. I bet you I could throw a football over those mountains over there.
Right.
No, back east, I was really athletic, and I wrestled, and I was a tight end, and I was,
Yeah,
in
you
a lot
are.
of sports and stuff. Hey, I was a tight end, and I had a tight end.
Now
But,
you're neither.
Yeah. Now if there's a lot of soft round edges, like all those.
And you take Miralax.
Yeah.
I dig it.
It helps
But-
with it making it soft.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes.
So you moved to Denver.
Yeah, and so I was, and I had this weird Philly accent, and I got mercilessly picked on for my accent.
Really?
And then, yeah. The Delco South Philly accent, it's not cool like you would think. It's not like like New York or Boston. It's
What is it?
It's like you say wooder instead of water.
Gotcha.
Warsh. A lot of people say warsh instead of
Okay.
wash.
Hurry? How do you say hurry?
Harry. Harry. Orange instead of orange.
So you almost sound Irish.
No, it's not even that cool.
I'm in a hurry to wash this orange.
It's not even that cool. Have you seen Mayor of Easttown?
No.
That show? So that takes place in my old neighborhood, actually, in Delaware, like in that kind of area in Delaware County, and they all have that accent. They do it pretty well, actually. It's the first time I've seen someone actually do a decent Philly accent, but
On that show.
yeah.
So you moved from Pennsylvania to Colorado in high school?
Junior high school,
Gotcha.
between 7th and 8th grade. Yeah.
And all the Denverites were just way cooler than you?
And it was also, well, it's more like a West Coast city Denver is than it is East Coast. It's a lot more. Reese would don't. Reese's head might explode. It's more like L.A. than it is like Philadelphia or New York.
That's true.
Okay.
Everyone on the East Coast is just like, always in a hurry and angry all the time.
Yeah.
And people here are nice. And I was like, I grew up fighting. I mean, that was just normal. And that was like, that type of behavior is uncalled for here. So I just had a hard time adjusting to, it was a major culture shock.
Okay.
Yeah. So
the kids picked on you.
About that. Yeah. There was a time when I was walking home from school and some kids held me down and peed on me.
Yeah.
In the middle of winter. It's freezing
Now
cold.
we got to pay for that.
Which
Yeah.
made it into our newest album on the song Horfano. I just couldn't say they peed on you because everybody was like, don't put that in the song.
So what was the lyric?
They held you down on frozen ground. The bullies gathered all around. I don't. Are you asking me to remember lyrics?
Yeah, that's a bad
You're
idea.
asking
Come
the wrong
on.
person.
That's a
Yeah.
bad idea. So then,
Yes.
so then you got picked on into like what grade, and then you were just like the heck with it.
All the way up into high school. And then by the time I was 16, I was like, fuck this. I don't have to go to school. I'm not going
Yeah.
anymore. So I quit. And then my dad was like, when the school called and said that I was basically expelled for not going to school, my dad was like, well, you're coming to work. But I had already been in the trade before that, like summers and stuff like that. I would work with my dad. So, but yeah, that was my job.
Are you doing that now?
No. I work. Brad and I work in this together. We install home theaters and stuff like that.
Oh,
I'm in
okay.
technology now.
Okay, so team one, 2/3 of it is still working together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And meanwhile, I moved to Virginia to be a good husband.
How'd that turn out?
It's going great.
Reese has Reese. The thing about Reese is the joke is that he has a lot of harebrained ideas.
To say the least.
One being moving to Virginia. Mm-hmm. And remember when you were going to move to Asbury Park?
Yeah, man, I'd be a fucking millionaire had I done that. That place, like, you could buy houses there. They were like $30,000 a piece, and I was like, "Hey, let's move here. We could buy like 4 houses, and everything there is like over $1 million now."
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's
then you'd
brutal.
have to live in New Jersey.
Beats Virginia.
He's got you there.
I have no frame
In
of
New
reference
Jersey,
there.
do people get confused by green lights? Do they stop at them or like at least slow down?
I've got news for you. They do that here in Colorado now too.
Well, but that's chemically induced.
No, I think it's just like there's way too many people here now from all over
True.
the world. All over the world, yeah, but all over the country.
Virginia, it's like part of the culture. Like people are just like, oh my gosh, I've never been on a one-way street. What's this? I can't. This is too much. I'm gonna hit my brakes.
Hey,
all the
Darby,
time.
give me my banjo.
Yeah.
Darby, hand me my banjo.
That does happen daily.
Yeah.
So, on our agenda of things to talk to Andy about, I lost the agenda.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the Bowel Witch Project and Andy's recollection of the Bowel Witch Project.
Yeah, talk us through the conception, the you finding the talent to do it, and
You
then
were director?
what went into directing. It was your directing debut, major directing debut. Mm-hmm. Tell us about this, where this all came from.
I don't. I just like to grab people by the ass and goose them all the time.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, and I thought it was hilarious because I grab you by the bowel,
Yeah.
and I thought it was just funny and
A good old bowling ball grip.
So, I grabbed Frank Tate once, and he got really mad at me.
What did he say?
That's probably
What was
why
his
he wanted to
response?
kick me out of the band. I grabbed him, and I went, ah, and he, and he goes, damn it, Chaka, I'm an executive. And I was like, so I thought it would be
What
funny to
about
make
John
a movie about
Foreman? That was some of the most like proficient ball grabbing I've ever seen. First time you met John Foreman.
it. Yeah, I mean, most people I would grab them by the ass when I would first meet them.
Now explain
It
this.
was like an
Explain this.
introduction ceremony.
You're not talking about grabbing a cheek.
No,
You're talking about getting right in that grommet.
I'm
You got a
getting
good,
you got to get one in the
two
stink.
fingers right in that grommet.
Yep, right up in there.
Like
All up in that business.
there's probably a good percentage, 10 to 20% of these people have rectal prolapse from what Andy did to them.
They're pink socking it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a sexual thing. It was just funny. Like I just thought it
super
was funny. And most people thought it was funny, except for Dave from the drummer from Reliant K. He got really pissed at it, and so I stopped doing that to him.
He was the only
some
one.
people thought it was funny. I mean, most people thought it was funny, but he was not having it. So
Didn't it
doing
start?
it to
We
him.
started doing it because all the Tooth and Nail bands were slapping our asses.
I think
And we started calling it the Tooth and Nail handshake.
yes, that's what it was.
But then we did it
That's how
to
it
each
started.
other, and then it just devolved.
Yeah. And so I
Yeah.
decided to make a movie about it. And Blair Witch was popular at the time. And I was like, what if we made a movie about a bowel witch that just sneaks up
Yeah.
on you and grabs your ass?
Yeah.
And Jaybird was in it.
Yeah.
Jaybird
And
was the funniest.
My first wife, Leslie, was in it.
Yes.
And I believe when I watched it on the DVD, on the 500 DVD, I think Statute of Limitations is over. But I believe in that movie, my wife at the time was extremely sexually assaulted by the bowel witch. I believe.
No. I never did that to Leslie. I did it to you.
You did it to me. I think Leslie did it to Jaybird.
Oh, did she?
I think Leslie got like 2 knuckles deep in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Digit play,
Yeah.
kids. It's fun.
Yeah. Like she had a field day in there.
The funniest line is where's the map? Oh, I kicked it into that lake. And it's just like a puddle.
And then I also like when watching that movie that there's parts of it where the way the camera angle is that you can see the buildings on like through the
You
trees.
can see cars driving by.
Yes.
We're lost.
What's funny is it was a spoof almost of the Blair Witch, but what was funny is I watched last night with my oldest daughter, she's 17. I introduced her to The Evil Dead last night. And there were parts of The Evil Dead where I thought this is Bowel Witch. This is the Bowel Witch right here. And so it's almost like the Bowel Witch was an early homage to both the Blair Witch and the Evil Dead.
Do you
But
guys?
I enjoyed it.
Do you remember? I rode in your guys' vehicle for almost an entire tour.
Yeah,
Mostly
I remember
because
that.
I didn't. I got annoyed with my own band too much, so I wanted to
It
hang
was
out.
easy to do.
Yeah, what was funny was that with the Insiders, that tour truck we had, that always seemed to be the safe haven for someone. So I remember on one tour, you were in there, like you just rode with us. That's just how it was. We got in every night, we did our head count, and you were one of us.
Yeah.
When we toured with Chevelle, their youngest brother, Joe, who's no longer in Chevelle, he was always riding with us. When we toured with the Skeletones, their guitar player, he was always riding with us. There was always someone who would ride with us to just get away, like they needed to just get away from bandmates. And our truck was like the safe place for that.
Yeah, I always rode with it. I rode with Switchfoot quite a bit on that tour with the Switchfoot and the Smiley Kids. And when we did the final tour, the farewell tour, I was riding with Bleach the whole time on that one. But that was because all the wives were on tour, and Mindy didn't come on that tour. She was
that's
working.
too bad. Bazing.
Well, she came for like a week and a half or something.
Wow, that's tantric.
I gotta remember who I'm talking to. No, it's not a problem for me.
So all the wives were on one bus.
And yeah.
I remember my fiance at the time was out for part of it, and it was stressful.
Yes.
It's a bit.
Yeah, Leslie came on one tour with us. I think it was the Holy Rollers tour.
Yeah. I was going to be like, I thought she was always with you, but that's the tour I remember.
Yep. So that was the one tour. She would come to like do like some spot dates and maybe a festival here or there. But as far as a tour, the only one she ever did was like Holy Rollers, and then she was done. She's like, I can't do this. This sucks. And I was like, yeah, it kind of sucks having you out here.
Leslie, you are the shittiest wingman. I cannot get any girls to talk to me.
Right. Yeah. It was terrible. It was awful.
Let's just be clear on this. Like, Joe did not talk to other girls with the intention of that. I'm just joking. But also, people sometimes are like, dude, you should have. I bet you got so much ass when you were touring, and you just like, why didn't you have 100 girlfriends? And like, number one, I didn't get any ass except for Andy grabbing my ass.
Right.
And two,
to be clear, that would be me getting the ass.
Yeah, Andy got ass. But like, like I was a virgin until I got married, so I didn't do that, and like I was girding my loins. But the other part is everybody at our shows was in high school.
Right. Yeah.
This is
like
true.
when we started 500, I think it was 22, 23. Like,
yeah.
That's
and then
illegal,
those that were our age were the youth leaders.
Yeah, or they had moved on to cooler bands than Christian ska.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yes.
So, Andy, did you ever get like a good makeout sesh or meet any chicks on the road, or were you? Did you always have Mindy in the back pocket?
Well, I will. Let me just
let me tiptoe around this. Just say it for what it
If you
is.
don't want to talk about it, I can edit this out, Andy.
When I met Mindy, that was it for me. Like,
Yeah.
I was smitten. Nobody else. I
As
didn't
you should
even
have
look
been.
at anybody else.
Because I was going to snatch her away from you if you didn't.
Okay. Yeah, you'd have a hard time with that. No, Mindy was it for me. So, but before Mindy and I met, I was not as. We'll just say that I did not take the celibate vow as
Road.
serious as some of the other guys in the band.
What's
Yeah,
funny
we'll
is
just
I'm
say I was
laughing and
like-
you guys are both stone faced right now.
I'm not
You said what
stone-faced.
you just said. I'm giggling, and you guys are both, the looks on your faces, you guys are as serious as all get out.
Yeah, no, for real. That's a true story. I was not, I was not saving myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It was important to Five Iron then, I think, just because it was part of evangelical culture. I think, let me just preface this by saying, I, as a Christian, I don't know. Like, if my kids are like, hey, Dad, can I have premarital sex? I'm going to be like, I don't know. I don't know if, in 1 Corinthians, Paul was talking to specific people, or he was, because most of 1 Corinthians he is, he's talking to specific people in the church that he knows, and it doesn't matter. You know what I do know, though, is that the church has used that to abuse people and control people and used shame and making people feel ashamed and guilty about sex and their sexuality, and I don't want any part of that. So I think, me getting stone-faced is, back then I totally was towing that line, and now I'm like, man, I wish I had kind of copped a feel with that German chick.
No, I am obviously not on the same page with that. But yeah, I mean, what I do know is that it feels awesome. And so I was not
we can all agree on
interested in I didn't, we'll say this, there wasn't any, well, I don't want to say any, there wasn't much coitus happening, but there was a lot of petting that was happening. Yeah.
With fans or other band people?
No, it wasn't. It was never fans. It was like, it was
Because
never
they were
anyone else in the
15.
band. But
That was our problem.
But there
So,
were
like, Halo friendlies?
There were some girlfriends. There were quite a few
Okay.
girlfriends, and then quite a few just hey, let's have a good time tonight. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
No, I'm still here. People keep calling me.
Those fuckers.
I know.
But like I said,
Sorry, I gotta edit that out because my mom listens. She cares. I'm talking about feeling up German girls. Go ahead, Andy. I'm sorry.
my parents are dead, so I can say whatever the hell I want.
Oh. Recently?
Talking about my parents being dead.
Recently,
care, they're dead.
or a while ago.
My mom died, about 3-4 years ago? My dad died in 2001, July 2001.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
I don't know how to respond to that. I mean, it's fine.
Like, I always get weird about that stuff. So, like, I want to make not necessarily jokes like mock, but I want to make jokes that make you laugh and cheer up. And then that I just get weird. Like, I am horrible. I'm the person you don't want, but you also want to go to a funeral with.
Yeah.
I am horrible. I am so hilariously horrible at funerals. I get so weird at them, and I feel like at a funeral, I feel like I'm the funniest guy on the planet.
It's funny because
I feel like everything that comes out of my mouth at a funeral is freaking comedy gold.
it's funny because the vibe just flip-flopped because I said both of my parents are dead and started laughing, and you got just, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, the right response would be to what are you gonna do apart from laugh at it? You gotta laugh.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like any of us are going to live forever, but
Nope, one for one.
I never know where people are pain-wise.
Hey, just
I'm okay pain-wise.
Yeah?
guys, if you don't know what to do with that, like you're in a funeral or somebody says somebody died in it and you don't know how to respond, my go-to move is just to whip your penis out and show it to everybody.
Or fart.
I was going to say fart.
Yeah.
Fart.
Either
Good
of those
idea.
are good. Either of those are good. You gotta read the room though.
Yeah.
One
Is this
one
a fart
might be
crowd
a
or
little.
everybody wants to see my small penis?
Yeah, one might be a little bit more extreme. Not saying it's wrong, but one's a little bit more out there than the other.
Man, that move killed it in second grade, though. Like,
Yeah, I bet.
showing everybody my penis.
Yeah.
They loved it.
I know. I know. That's
stop-
you know
you
what.
stop
That's what
doing
Hey,
good
you
times
guys
are
want to
made.
see something funny? Wink.
Why is he showing us his thumb?
It's his purple-headed move for it.
So, I have a question.
Yes.
I want to know. So we talk openly and often about flatulence, about upset stomachs, poop stories,
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff like that. What was for we also, if you don't know, every week we do an hour of free content. We're in the free content hour, but I don't want to rob our listeners of some comedic gold that may happen, because you're a pretty funny guy. What is a time you remember where did you ever have one of those situations? Because I've had tons of them, where you're driving and it hits you, or you're on tour and you just have some of the worst diarrhea in those situations that it puts you in. What's your worst or something that you can remember?
Buckle up, kids.
Buckle up.
Put the women and children to bed.
So, it was Brad and Mijan's wedding. Okay, and Reese is already laughing because he knows the story. So it was Brad and Mijan's wedding, and we had a show like the day after or 2 days after or something like that.
Of course, yeah, of course.
yeah,
Why wouldn't you
and-
not book
but-
shows after a band member's wedding?
Right. Well, and we had Brett from the W's was filling in for Brad. So we had to do some rehearsals, and we decided to do it. So the place that Brad has his reception was in the same basement of this church that we used to rehearse in, Corona Presbyterian in downtown Denver. And so we go in, we rehearse for a while, and then I come out of rehearsal, and I am just starving. And I would have started eating my own hand. I was so hungry. And the only thing that there was to eat were leftovers from the reception, which was sandwich meat and cheese, but just the meat and cheese. So I ate a hunk of meat and cheese like that, right? Just right. So fast forward, we fly out to Chicago, and we're playing a show with POD at that place in Illinois that we always used to play, where the Heaven's Metal guys were always there, or Heaven's Rage, or whatever they were called, and they always had that like PVPA system. What was that? You've played with us there before.
Yeah, I'm
It
trying
was
to
in
think.
Illinois. It was in Chicago?
Yeah, it was in Illinois, I'm pretty sure.
Is that an Edan show?
Yeah, it was an Edan
Yeah.
show. So,
Okay.
and it was in like a basketball auditorium, like a high school basketball auditorium.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes, I
Yeah, yeah.
remember.
So we played there with POD, and like I think we did 2 shows at that same spot, and then afterwards, like increasingly through the trip, my stomach was just like in so much pain, and I was under a lot of stress at the time, because
You're the
Mindy
drummer of
Mindy
Five
and I
Iron.
were engaged. We were planning a wedding, all this stuff, right? So I was under a lot of stress. So I thought maybe I had an ulcer. So, and I knew Dennis had an ulcer before too. So I asked him, I was like, what do you do if you have an ulcer? Because I think I might have an ulcer. He's like, well, what does it feel like? Where does it hurt? And I told him, and he's like, you might have an ulcer. I don't know. I was like, well, what should I do? He's like, well, whatever you do, don't eat anything acidic because that will aggravate it. I was like, well, shit, what should I eat? And he's like, well, try to stick with like bread and milk. And so I just started eating nothing but like bread and milk, right? Which is basically, I mean, that's like Elmer's glue, right? So I must have had just a rock in my stomach that was just solid, like a piece of granite. Dough ball. Yeah. And so we fly back to Denver, and I am like doubled over in pain. And I'm really worried. So it dawns on me that I haven't taken a shit in like 3 days. And I sat down to go to the bathroom to see if that would help, and like just like a little nugget, just a little boing, came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I'm constipated. So, and we had to drive. So we fly back to Denver, and this was when I was living in San Francisco. So we had to drive from Denver to San Francisco in the 5-minute walk van, right? So I make a stop on the way. I stop at King Soopers, and I buy a bottle of X-Lax and some toilet paper, right?
Of course.
And some water. So I take an X-Lax, and I, downed it with some water. And I'm talking to Dennis, and I'm like, man, I've never been this constipated before. I'm in so much, I'm like sweating bullets. I'm in so much pain. And I'm like, man, what should I do? He's like, well, whatever you do, don't like take a whole bunch of it in desperation. That's a bad idea. I'm like, all right. So
you're like, you could have told me that an hour ago.
We start driving. We drive about an hour and a half, and I'm in massive pain. And I'm like, how much should I I took one, and I'm asking Brett, and I'm like, what should I? He's like, oh, I mean, you could probably take one more. I'm like, all right, fine. I'm going to take another one.
Says the guy who's had 20 feet of intestine cut out of him.
Right. So I take another one. Oh, and I think Keith was with us too. I take another one, and I down it, and then we go to this this place in Grand Junction, this little diner, and I order a cup of coffee and a bowl of green chili. And I just
Holy hell, dude.
And I just start doing laps. And I eat it real quick, and I just start doing laps. And I'm like jogging, trying to shake it down. And then we get in the van and start driving again. Still nothing.
That sounds like some 1800 type of medicine.
Yeah.
Like medicine from the 1800s. Like, here, put these leeches on you and run in a circle and jump up and down.
Right, exactly. So we drive about another hour, and I am in massive pain. So I take another one. I have 3 X-Lax in me now. And I wait for a little, and I'm literally like trying to take naps to pass the time because I'm in so much pain. And so I lay down, I take a nap for a while, I wake up, and still, like, we stop at a gas station, and I sit there for as long as I can hack it, and nothing is happening. Nothing. And I'm in massive pain by this point. So I get back in the van, and I take another one. I have 4 X-Lax in me now. And we're driving, right? And all in all, throughout the course of this trip, I had taken 5 X-Lax, a total of 5. Everyone in the van is on the edge of their seat because they don't know what it's going to be, but something's going to go down.
It's like a Gallagher concert. Everyone's just wearing garbage bags, just waiting.
Yeah. So we're driving, and I'm sitting in the front seat. Dennis is driving, and then nothing has happened for a long time. And then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, I just feel this. That's what if it could make a sound, that's what it would have sounded like. Just like, and I just go, oh, and Dennis looks at me like, do you need me to pull over? And I'm like, yeah, pull over. So he pulls over, and I find 2 rocks placed just perfectly for each cheek. And I sit there, and I'm holding on to some tall grass. I'm sitting there, and I'm just waiting for it to happen. I'm even pushing. And, come on. Poop, please, poop. I just want to poop. And nothing at all. So I get back, I go walk back to the bus, to the van, and everyone's like, nobody's even waiting for me in the van. They are outside. There's so much anticipation in the air. They're all outside waiting for me. And I shake my head in disappointment, and everyone goes, oh. So we get back in the van, we start driving again. We're in the mountains at this point, like well in the mountains. And we get to this part of the mountains where it's a cliff on one side and a cliff on the other. And again, just... And
so, wait, like a cliff going down and then a cliff going up.
Yeah, so there's nowhere to stop and pull over.
Okay.
And I'm like, I look over at Dennis, and he's like, dude, I can't. There's nowhere to pull over. And I'm like, I'm in trouble, dude. I'm in trouble. He's like, there's nowhere to pull over. And so we're driving, and we see this spot coming around this bend, and it's like a construction site. And there's a spot to pull over, and there's a porta potty there.
Oh, yeah.
So I run over to the porta potty, and I'm sitting there, and I'm literally like, sweat is like dripping off of my nose and like off of my lips, and I'm drenched in sweat, and I'm sitting there, and do you know what a potato gun is?
Yeah.
So imagine if you took a can of Hormel chili, put it in a potato gun, and then stuffed a potato in there, and then shot it. That's what it was like. It was like it just felt like my asshole just stretched, like you know how at the end of The Grinch they say his heart grew 2 sizes.
Yeah.
I think my asshole grew 2 sizes after that, because it was just like, and I mean, it was just a rock, and then just like mostly liquid, and then I was in there for probably a solid 15 minutes, right?
Oh.
And then I come out, and
your butthole wouldn't close.
I was just
just open.
You saw my Halloween costume, right? That was me walking out of the toilet. I was Bender. Yes. I was John Bender at the end of Breakfast Club. I just threw my hand in the air, and like, if there was a crowd that could have cheered for me, it would have been just the roar of the crowd. But it was only 4 people. It was Melinda, Brett, Keith, and Dennis, and they were like, yeah! And so we got back in the van, we start driving again, and then literally every 10 minutes we had to pull over. And I found out that if you grab onto the rear bumper of the van, you can lean back and put your feet forward, and you won't get anything on you. So, but the problem was we didn't have a trailer. So there's nothing blocking me from people coming, and I had semis just, and I'm just squirting,
painting the road.
I'm telling you, it was just liquid. It was butt pee, just. It was like someone just turned. It was like intermittently turning on, like a rusty faucet, just.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah, and then and then we finally made it to California, and I had hot snakes for a good couple of days afterwards, and then there was like another couple of days where I just didn't poop at all because there was nothing left in there.
Yeah, just squeaky clean innards.
Yeah. But
yeah, I remember
preceded by like a Chipotle burrito size solid turd.
Just a brick.
Yeah.
Just a cinder block of meat and cheese, undigested. That's amazing. I remember one time Bo had a similar situation. He had to go so bad. I don't think he had been able to go for a while. And he had to go so bad. And so he yells up to our driver. I think it was Reggie at the time. And he's like, Reggie, pull over, go off at the next stop. So we get off at the next stop. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, I think I can hold it. Go to the next one. So we get off on the next one. We see like a sign for like a mobile station. We get off at the mobile station and the lights are all off. Like it's clear approaching this thing that the gas station's not open. It's closed for the night. Bo's like, dude, I can't help it. I got to go. So Bo jumps out of the truck and he runs behind, like, to the side of the gas station. And he's just going to, like, poop by the dumpster of this gas station. So he drops trow and he does the same thing. He leans back, and as he's just about to go, oh, mind you, we're flashing flashlights on him, and it's pissing him off. So we're shining flashlights on him, and he's getting angry with us, like so angry. So we stop. So he gets to the point where he can go. You can't make this stuff up. What ends up happening is about 40 yards behind the gas station are railroad tracks. And all of a sudden this train comes around. This train comes around the bend.
Huge light.
The huge light in front of the train just lights Bo up. So Bo, like, our puny little flashlights were nothing compared to that train light. And that train light hit him, cast his shadow up on the side of the building. So his squatting posture is like 12 feet tall on the side of the gas station. And then same thing, like the train conductor like sees him and it's just same thing. As the train goes by. That was funny too. Oh, that was a good one.
So many poop stories.
All right, you guys. We have come to the end of the freebie portion. Andy's going to stick with us, so if you guys are not a Patreon and you want to hear more Andy stories, we're going to try and get some takes on some of the stuff that Reese has maybe said and see if Andy can corroborate it and give us his point of view. So if you are not a Patreon, I would ask that, just for a month, pay $5, listen to it, see if you like it. If you don't, quit. If you do like it, continue giving us $5 a month. But we're going to start in the paid portion here. So everybody, if you want to say your goodbyes to the freebies, let them know. And freebies, I don't say that as to knock you. I couldn't afford it. I'll tell you that. You guys know that. But we love you. But we just know this is the free portion. So
I don't love you.
We love you guys. See you.
Bye.
Peace.
I mean, I do love
All
you.
right.
I mean, I do love you.
For more shows like this one, visit rockcandyrecordings.com.
Hey! It worked.
Where's Andy?
I don't know.
I'll tell you one thing. When he popped up, girl, your girl gave me just a little bit of lockjaw.
I don't know what that means.
I'm speaking Ohioanese.
Oh, add people to the call. I did. Andrew Verdecchio. Do it. Get in here, Andy. Sometimes it makes a song. Oh,
there's
it may be happening.
Oh. Dude, what the?
Hey!
This is making me mad.
Nah, just turn your camera on.
I can't hear you guys.
Oh, no.
Oh, I know.
I know.
You got it?
I hear you.
Now we are in gas.
We're in semi-business.
That's the name of my game. Okay, so hold on a second. I gotta name this.
Penis sandwich.
Sandwich.
Sandwich. Everybody loves them. Sandwiches.
Penib sandwich.
Penib.
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 Penibivorous.
Oh, there's some sort of together mode. Oh, let me try this.
That's where we form.
Hey.
Hey, we're all in a pile of balls.
Hey. The balls.
Where am I at? Can you guys see me? Am I not on camera?
No.
Oh, I see why. Now you can see me. I'm in a pile of. We're in a pile of balls.
We're in a pile of balls.
I wish we were in a pile of more fleshy balls.
Okay.
How dirty can I be?
All as dirty as you want.
Okay. So I was gonna say, like, I know you guys are like talking about politics and stuff.
No.
But like, okay.
You can
'Cause
talk about cunnilingus, but not democracy.
Okay, so because I was listening to this thing on NPR about these Peruvian legume farmers, and I got really depressed. So I started touching myself. And
seems about par for the course.
Yeah, and so like I realized there's this thing. It's kind of like the lotus position.
Yeah.
Right, but like you got to kind of isolate your sack, and you pull down and away, but it's really hard to do it right.
So like Batwing.
Yeah, so like I was about to reach like Nirvana, and
say hi to Kurt for me.
Yeah, yeah, and I realized that. Like everything is like the universe,
right?
Universe. Yeah. Hey, we got a clap
it was all because of Peruvian legume farmers.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, it sounds it.
I always check
Andy,
off
are you recording on
NPR.
GarageBand?
Yeah, I'm recording in GarageBand right now.
Okay.
All right, let's clap.
No, we have to clap separately. So Joe, you're gonna clap with me first. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Andy, now you're going to clap. 3, 2. Wait, 3. Wait. 3,
Sorry.
2, 1. Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
Wait,
it
was that
like
supposed
10
to be
seconds.
like...
I just have to look on one of the files and sync our claps up. No, because
Is
it
there
will
a way
be.
to get it off of this ball pit to where we're just looking at each other again?
Oh yeah, I turned it
I
off.
like the ball
Put
pit.
it on grid view.
You guys are so small, I can't.
How do I put it on
see.
grid view? I don't know Skype. Here's some dots.
Let's see. I'm clicking dots. Share
I don't want
screen.
background blur. I don't see any of that.
On
Hey.
mine, it's like near the top where I see myself. I put grid view. There's like then our names, and then over to the right, grid view.
Okay.
Oh, I see. You hit the little group of people.
Yeah.
I do not see that on my phone.
You're
Group of
still.
people.
Are we still in ball pit? Because that's awesome.
You're still in ball pit, and my hand is up because I have a question.
So, Andy, where it says Andrew Verdecchio, or yours will say Joe and Reese Roper, go to the right, and that first thing, click it.
He's on his. You guys are on your phone. That's why it's different. I'm on the computer.
The edit? No.
No, like when you touch your phone, like touch the screen, it should say our names. Then there should be a little logo and a Bluetooth logo. Click the thing next to the Bluetooth logo.
Hold on a second. Let me start over. I'm like the old people that I try to help learn how to use their devices.
It's okay. Old people need that help. They need devices too.
They need vices.
They need vices.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Why did you put me in a ball pit? Dude? Now I can't get out of the fucking ball pit.
That's our show. Thanks, everybody.